everyone. How are you? It always feels like, because we only do once a week now, when I have to cancel one, it always feels like it's been ages since we've been live. I mean, 2 weeks is a long time. It is a long time, but we're here. We're here. Hello, good morning. All right, let's go ahead and get through our hellos. Let's see. Tosh, good morning. Durbin, good morning. Yeah, I switched it because I'm not going to switch my Instagram handle or anything, but like I'm slowly trying to fit in like my name along with it. Anyway, so yeah, the @ is still Emily Illustrators. Anybody that types it in will be able to find it, but then I have like the name on there, Emily Stevens. Anyway. But yeah, so good morning, everyone. Let's see. Cece, good morning. Linda, good morning. Robin, good morning. Natalie, hello. Kara, hello. Don, hello. Let's see. Kenny, hello. Palma, hello. Families, yes. Yeah, you know, it's so funny because like, I think like, oh, when school's out, I'm suddenly going to have all of this time. No, we've got activities. I've got my own work stuff. We've got doctor's appointments. We've got whatever else. Like, I swear I've been more busy lately than I was when school was in. Like, I don't even know. Anyway, but we are here. If you saw, I posted a video of episode 38 on small victories, but hi, Jeanette. That whole page is actually done, but I wanted each jar to have its own video, but right, Irvin, exactly. But you guys get a little sneaky peek of the whole finished page here. Ta-da! So that is all of the jars. I'll probably have this one go up on Saturday. Thank you. Yeah, I did a good time coloring this one. Alcohol markers are great for it. But yeah, these three will probably get posted over the course of the week. And then this one is next, which if anybody's been around for a while, you know that this one, we colored it for our charity stream. So this will be a fun one to do. And then I've been waiting for, hi, Anna, welcome. Or is it Anna or Ann? There's 3 N's, so it's got to be Ann, right? Hey, that's actually my middle name. A-N-N. Let's see. Good morning. The next page, we have this one. Now, here's the funny story. So I don't know if I have it at hand here. So I have 3 copies of Small Victories. One is my copy that I've just always colored in. One is this copy. And then one is my test copy. Let's see, do I have it? I had it out because I was testing some other stuff, but I might have put it away. Anyway, so I have a test. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hang on. I'm going to grab it. I have a test copy where I've got ideas, you know, if I'm struggling to come up with what I want to do, because a lot of times people ask me like, oh, how do you come up with your ideas? And honestly, sometimes I have no idea. And I sit there staring at it for a while and I'm like, I have no idea what to do with this. And okay, perfect. Well, welcome, Anne. And so I've got this backup thing, but here's the funny thing. So at the time, both of these were blank. And at one point, the kids had gotten a hold, like I think I had let them color it with me or something like that, and they had colored this. And while I meant to start the whole series with this book, I didn't. I grabbed the wrong one when I started it. But once I started, it was too late to go back. So when we're done with this one, we're going to do this in, and we are going to figure out a way. I haven't figured it out yet, but we're going to figure out a way to incorporate these ones. Like maybe I'll like put a frame around them, but they're actually going to become like the focal point of the page. We did this one on stream, so that should be interesting, but these were done with crayon. So maybe I could do Crayolas with this page instead of my full name because it's too long. Yeah, no, I feel you on that one. Absolutely. Hi, Jeanette. But I think maybe not quite halfway, but we're getting pretty far on it. But yeah, so you guys will get to see this. Right? Well, I started a page in here, but I haven't had time to go back to it. But we're going to start a fresh page. We're going to start a fresh page. It took me a little bit to flip through it, but I've got it earmarked here. And of course, I want to use the Derwent Drawing because they came together as a gift. I know I used them for the last video, but you know what? I like them. I'm going to keep using them. But yeah, so keep an eye out for these videos. Like I said, this one will probably go up Saturday. Maybe this one will be like Tuesday or Wednesday, and then maybe that one will go up there. But it'll give me time to get caught up on either ones. And I've got some other projects in the pipeline. So, but all good things, just super occupied. So we've got that to look forward to. Oh, I was going to show you too. So like I said, people ask me like, oh, how do you come up with your stuff? And like I said, it's a trial sometimes. This is where I tested out the background for, here we go. This is the final one. And this is where I tested it out to see if it would even work. And then So this one, I went back and forth with a ton. You guys know, like I just posted, it was the second to last video that I posted it, but it's this one. And so I was like really trying to figure out what medium I want to use. I was like, do I want to use acrylic? Because it's so small, right? I was like, do we want to use acrylic markers? Do we want to just use regular markers? Do we want to do pencil? Yada, yada. And finally I did the roulette where it shows the color palette for me. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. And so that's when I was doing this. And I'm like, I don't know. And then that's when I came up with the idea of kind of the loop-de-loop of the black through the middle with the magenta on the outside. I was like, yeah, that's simple. I like it. And then of course we got this one. But when I was trying to figure out what to do for this one here, which actually ended up being really good and I really liked it. Yeah, practice copy, 100%. I was trying to figure out what medium I wanted to use. And you may be looking at this going, dear God and a half, what kind of nightmare is this? You know what I was playing with a while back, and you can see I got it all over the practice copy. A while back, I got some spray alcohol ink, not alcohol, like the distressed ink spray. And so I had this idea that I could do a bunch of spray and do white on top. Oh no, this is like, it's got this weird like dry chalky feeling to it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is gonna clog up so much paint and paintbrush or markers or whatever. So I was like, nope, not doing that. So actually, and it's funny because now I've got sprayed, here we go. Sprayed edges. It's very fancy and very chaotic. Needless to say, there are some disasters, things that do not make it to the final cut. So yeah, we've got a backup practice one here. But yeah, so next one will be this page. I'm leaning towards Prismacolors, honestly. I don't know, they've been kind of like my comfort pencil for this lately. And then yeah, we could do Crayolas for this one to showcase the Crayola crown. I don't even remember when they did this. I should have put like a date on it or something. But I don't know. I can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. See, and I'll have to, when we get to the end of here, it's like, do I do something with this back page? Like if we want it fully colored, I haven't used the color palette test page, but like I could fill things with this and then do something to cover up the marker that bled through. I mean, if we're gonna do this, we might as well do it right? Because we got the inside cover up here. So I don't know, it's gonna be really cool when it's done. But there's your little sneaky peek of the episodes. Exactly, Cara, exactly. Robin, hello. All right, well, I think that's about all the announcements I have for now. So let's go ahead and dive in. So if you guys missed it, a little while back, I had a wonderful, wonderful gift of Dragonspell and the Derwent Drawing Pencils. I am still so tickle pink over those. And I dove into a page straight away using them, but then life, and I haven't had a chance to get back to it, but I'll show it to you guys real quick. So this is what I'm working on. It's going to end up being like the space and everything is dull. And then the dragon cutting through is going to be like the saturated, colorful stuff. I still, you know, have white to do for some of the stars and everything. But it should look pretty cool when it's done, when I get a chance to get back to it. But today, because I wanted to start a fresh page with you all, today we are going to be doing this one. And this is a little candy bag. And there's so many great pages in here. And this was the first one that jumped out to me where I could kind of see it. Right, Kenny? It was absolutely wonderful. And then Steve surprised me with a pencil case to go with them. So they're all cozy. Some of them are going to be shorter. And that's because I grabbed ones from my previous smaller set. And I want to use those up before I get to the larger ones. You want to know something funny though? You remember when they were saying that the it's so pretty. It's so pretty, Durbin. Honestly, I love his stuff. I haven't done any of the mythographic from like any of the other artists, and it's because I'm kind of like locked in on him. But a few years ago, when we were really concerned that they were going to discontinue the blender altogether, this one specifically, I didn't know they were going to do it in a different 2-pack. But anyway, I had stocked up on them. But finally, because I have so many nubbins. Let's see, here we go. I have so many nubbins, and while they're still usable, oh look, and a pair of tweezers, I just don't want to. So we got loads of nubbins. I need to figure out a way to like melt them down for like a new one. Anyway, but I did finally, the price was fluctuating on these a lot. I want to say when I got them, they were like $9 for the pack, which is like about $3 more than what it used to be. But you know, that's 2026. Another case for my 120 Albrecht Dürer. Ooh, yeah, anything by BT Sky on Amazon, BTSKY, I absolutely love. I've got a link for it for just like a general BT Sky cases. But I really like the ones with the individual pencil slots so that I can match them up with my color chart and find things a lot easier. But I finally ordered some more blenders. So I have these two and these two. So I should be good for quite a while. Connie, hello. I saw you were live yesterday. I didn't have a chance to pop in, but I did see. I was like, oh, look, Connie's live. But yeah, so that is what we are going to work on today. So we're going to do Mythographic Dragonspell. Right, Jeanette? Yeah, me too. Let's see. So it is summer. Little Emily is not home because she has a thing, but little Steve is home, and he may come in and play some video games because, you know, it's just him and me right now, and I'm working. So, no, they're not. We thought that they were, but it was that they were discontinued because they used to only be like this, the full blenders, and they sold them in 2-packs. And then they came out with ones where it's the pencil barrel as well. So they're both equivalent. It's just different kind of barrel because a lot of the complaints people had with these is that they were breaking and snapping too easily, which I get. This has improved it, but I don't know. Part of me feels like I'm getting less blender. Like I feel like they should have made a pencil barrel large enough to just encase this entire thing. So I feel like you're getting less blender for your money on this one, but I do like that it doesn't snap anymore. So, hi Claire. Yeah, a lot of blenders, Extra adds as well as the polys. Extra adds, what do you mean? Like adding in more colors? I do know the polys are coming out with new colors. I think Color with Claire posted about that. I think she went to an art expo. Yeah, that's what I think too, Kenny. But then it's also like, does it balance out because it doesn't snap anymore? I don't even know, but I will continue to use them because I don't have another blender that I'm in love with as much as these ones. Like I go to it constantly. But yeah, I don't know if they're, like I said, I think she went to like a coloring expo or something. Oh, I see what you mean. Because they're the same color palette. I don't know, but that, I would like to think so. Hi, Nif, welcome. Yeah, it would make sense, right? Because it's the same color palette. It's the same color list. I hope so. That would be cool. All right, well, let's dive in. So we have got candy, we've got a dragon, we've got some banners, super, super cute. Oh, which reminds me, I think I already reminded you guys anyway, but words are hard. June 1st, we had the release of the members coloring download. So if you remember, pencil tier, if you're a pencil tier member, don't forget to get yours. It's also for Facebook subscribers and Instagram subscribers. So don't forget to grab yours. All right, so let's do Let's see. We got lots of colors, and we got quite a few colors on here. Hi, Foggy. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know. Check her Instagram. I don't know if she made a video. I can't remember if it was a video or a picture. But worst comes to worst, you could probably message her and ask her about it. Aw, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, no, I've been having a lot of fun with it. And like I said, I think we're almost halfway. I have to count and see how many pages we've done. Like we're on episode 38, but like the front was an episode, the back was an episode, the vinyl was an episode. You know, like these aren't counted as pages, but I really should count and see how many we have. I want to say there's like 60 pages in here, but I could be wrong. But I mean, we're so much further than we were. I just got to brainstorm how to do it. But like I said, I want to color it from end to end. So maybe we'll draw in some of our own designs on these pages on the color palette test page. It could be fun. Okay, so I'm not going to go with any kind of regular candy colors that we know. Let's see. Let's bring that down just a little bit. There we go. All right, so I see this piece of candy here is like a watermelon candy, so we're gonna start with that. Or We could start with the dragon. You know what? No, I'm going to go in with the candy first, and then we'll decide the dragon after that. 14 pages to do. Nice. Thank you. So yeah, let's just start with that piece of candy. So let's grab Rainforest and Moss Green. Rainforest, Moss Green, and then let's grab, let's see, let's do Rioja and Ash Rose. Ash Rose, Rioja, and then let's see, it's got a few different layers there. Let's get Wheat. Wheat and Light Sienna? Yeah, let's get Light Sienna. Okay, and then let's grab Ink Blue. Ink Blue, Ink Blue. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know how long this page will take us, but it's gonna be great. All right, so where did I put my sharpener? I literally emptied it right before this stream. Why don't I see it? I wonder if I put the extra copy on top of it. I did not. Okay, I legitimately had this right before stream, and it is not sitting like anywhere here. I might be going crazy. Well, might be, am already crazy. Like they're all very real possibilities, but I literally emptied it. I was like, okay, cool. I got everything all set. Oh, it was behind my water. That's why. If this is not a pretty accurate portrayal of my brain, that would be fabulous. We were getting ready to go somewhere the other day, and I had taken a shower. I needed to blow dry my hair and finish getting ready to go, whatever. But I've been looking everywhere for my gramophone. It's not like a super expensive, like it's anyway, doesn't matter. But the horn and the bass come apart in pieces, and I've been trying to find the bass for a while. And we have this big closet in the house where we keep our storage things, so like boxes and whatnot. Long story short, turns out it was in a cardboard box. I didn't have it out on a shelf, so I was like, oh, I gotta find it. But I was supposed to be like doing my hair, but I was near where that closet was, and it just got me thinking. I was just like, man, I really want to find the bass. I really want to find the bass of that unit. I wanna have it out again. And so, but I was supposed to be drying my hair. I got completely distracted, and I did in fact find it. The kids came running upstairs because they were like, oh my gosh, why does it sound like a dying cat up here? Because I had turned on the gramophone. Needless to say, by the time they found me, I was supposed to have done my hair like 30 minutes ago. Little Emily walks in, she's like, so ADHD? I just looked at her and I was just like, maybe. So I really have no one to blame but myself, because you go to blow dry your hair and then next thing you know, 30 minutes later, you're putting together a gramophone and playing it for no apparent reason. So, you know, I got that going for me. What's hilarious is my kids recognize it now. I'm like, I have no excuse. None whatsoever. Oh, thanks. It's just, I'll put a clip. I don't know. I trimmed my bangs today. They were getting too long. When they get too long where they're like resting on my glasses, I was like, no. But no, I've just been doing the clip all week. Ain't nobody got time to straighten the hair and all that nonsense, especially going out and about. It has been raining so much. Like, it's usually like really hot, but it's been warm, but not all that hot because it's been raining a ton. So this is a weird June, but consequently, doesn't sound like ADHD. Nope, not at all. No, none whatsoever. You go to blow dry your hair. Next thing you know, you're digging out a gramophone and playing it. Hang on, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Why did it hold that for review? That's so weird. Yeah, that's way weird. Okay, here we go. Because it comes in two pieces. We'll see if the horn stays in. But, oh, there it goes. But it's the gramophone. It's not like a real, like, antique gramophone by any means. It's it's not like super common, but it's not like it's worth any money. So I'm not too worried if the horn falls out, but that's my gramophone. They really do, honestly, they really do. Yeah, it's big, it's big. But it's like I said, it's not like a legitimate one. So any records that you play in there, like just be sure they're not ones that you love. Let's see, Rioja. But because it takes a certain kind of record for like something to do with like the deepness of the grooves. I know. Like honestly, this is me. It's pure chaos. It's fine. Ooh, but we did get a new pet yesterday. It's very exciting. We've named him first name Lucas, middle name Dave, because so I follow a few accounts. You know, I follow a lot of pet accounts, but some of these pet accounts are of pet jumping spiders because of all spiders, they are easily the cutest spiders out there, and they're really common here. And we've got, thanks, Don. We've got one currently on our back door. Like it sleeps in the you know, the crack between the door and the frame and everything. And it just hangs out there. And really, it's a great spot for him because if we get a fruit fly or a house fly or whatever, that's where they end up is the window. Okay, well, I didn't get a jumping spider. They're so cute. Hi, Dee. It's more so we have accepted that he now lives at the door. Nobody squishes him. Nobody catches and releases him. He just does his thing. And so yesterday, I had seen one of the accounts that owned a bunch of jumping spiders. And they're like, okay, I've got a bunch, but this little guy's outside, but I can't keep him, but I'm going to go feed him. So they had fed him a little thing. And so I had an idea because it's actually been proven that the jumping spiders will remember your face. Like it remembers faces in general. So, you know, it was just me and little Steve. And so we were just kind of watching him and everything. And I was just like, hey, we should go catch him a bug and see if you want to feed a bug. So we went outside and we were looking in the backyard and we caught a grasshopper and we put it in a cup and we were going to feed it to him. Right? Oh no, seriously. Like I don't get rid of spiders if there's a cobweb in the corner of the house or like by the front door or whatever. I'm like, no man, wait man, they're our first line of defense because when it's raining a lot like this, ants can become a problem. We take care of it really quickly, but it's either sugar ants or fire ants. And I'm going to tell you right now, fire ants in the home, not cool. But it usually happens like the day after a big rainstorm. Like we've got it taken care of within a couple of days. They're just, you know, a nuisance. And so I'm just like, no way, man. Spiders, as long as they're not super poisonous, they can stay because they catch whatever decides to make its way into the house, you know. We actually had a huntsman that got in the house the other day. Now that one, if he does bite you, it's irritating. So we did catch and release that one. But anyway, so we caught a grasshopper and we caught it, but then little Steve was looking at it and he's like, I felt bad for the grasshopper. He's like, if we had just left it alone, nothing would have happened. So anyway, long story short, we released the grasshopper. Now, house flies, on the other hand, are a different story. We do not like those. They're irritating and annoying. And normally Paul will catch them, so we don't really think much about it. But I was just like, little Steve, we could feed him the house fly. The house fly was just a little bit bigger than the spider, so it's 90. Yeah, it's supposed to be like sprinkling all day. So what is it right now? It is currently, oh, it's 83 right now, but it feels like 93 because it's 87% humidity. So, you know, we got that going for us. So anyway, there was a housefly and I lost track of him for a while. And then right before we were about to leave, the housefly had made it to just one of our regular living room windows. So I got it a couple times with the fly swatter and we got it because, you know, don't want to give him something that's been, you know, dead already. So we picked it up with these little tweezers and I have a video of it. We picked up the little tweezers and we kind of all, you know, little Steve and I went over, we looked down at our little, we call him Lucas Dave. And we held it out and he jumped right to it and he was snacking on that for like a full hour. And I was doing some research about them. And yeah, so Spider Lucas Dave won't probably need to eat for about 3 days or so. So he now owns the domain of the door to our backyard. and we check on him. And if the opportunity arises that we've got a housefly or whatever else, we're going to assist Spider Dave with his snackies. But it was funny because let's see, we're going to grab moss green. I sent Steve a text while he was at work, and I was just like, cat toy / snacks. Oh, 100%, 100%. We tell Paul that he's earning his keep. Every now and then a cricket will get in the house. Crickets are really common down here, especially in the summertime. A cricket will get in the house. And there was one that had hopped its way, because our back door is really close to our kitchen. And so it had somehow made its way through the back door, and it had made its way into our pantry, which kind of has a gap in the bottom of it. And we could hear this chirping from downstairs, but it was really loud because it was kind of echoey, and we're like, what is that? Anyway, we were able to track it down, and I realized that there was a cricket in the pantry. So we moved some stuff out of the way, and we opened the door, and we're like, all right, Paul, you got to earn your keep. So he did. Sky raisins, bees are spicy sky raisins, right? Oh my gosh. And he got it. He did. Now, it grosses me out that he eats them, but I was like, whatever, dude, you're earning your keep. You got one job, and that's to keep the crickets and houseflies under control, sir. Because we get, like, as soon as spring hits, like, fruit flies are a big thing around here. And so it's like, there can't be any dirty dishes in the sink or whatever. And we keep, you know, the apple cider vinegar traps out. Like, it's just the time of the year, like where we're at in the time of the year. So we just keep things really clean and whatever else. But yeah, he catches the houseflies. And so I was just like, all right, fair. So now we've got, you know how we've got Paw Patrol, that kid show. I'm using Rainforest. Now we've got Paw Patrol, and we've got Lucas the Spider / Spider Dave manning the back door. Hi, Alex. So yeah, house flies, mostly because we get them with fly swatters anyway when they get inside. We didn't feel so bad about the housefly, and now Spider Dave is set for like the next 3 days. So, you know, it's all good. But yeah, it's just been busy. I've got a project that I'm working on. I can't quite tell you guys about it yet, but I'm super excited to share that. And Steve's got some cool stuff going on with his work. And then little Emily's got her stuff. And it's just, yeah, we're planning our coastal trip here coming up soon. So we've got a lot going on in the Illustrator household. Should I just call it the Stevens household now? Steve Stevens. Hi, Allison. How are you? So yeah, it has just been absolutely crazy busy. And do you just have that time when like your brain is so preoccupied with stuff that like you just aren't focused like on anything other than the things you're trying to get done? Like that's been my brain lately. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some wheat. But this is going to be fun. There's a candy shop that I follow. They always make candy on social media. I think it's like Logan's Candies or something. And they make a lot of hard candies. I like watching those videos too. Okay, light sienna. But we finally made it to the David Tennant era of Doctor Who with little Emily. Where are we at with Marvel with little Steve? We are at, the next one is Civil War. We're not going to do all of Civil War. Fishing my masters would definitely make me grumpy. Oh, you gotta take some me time. So we're gonna skip over some stuff that's not exactly kid appropriate, but Civil War, so that we can meet this generation's iteration of Spider-Man. But after we're done with Infinity, we're gonna go back and watch all of the Spider-Man, starting with Tobey Maguire, because he needs to watch the Amazing Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man so that Spider-Man No Way Home makes sense. Random question, but did you name your kids after yourselves just the way you call them on stream to keep their real name secret? Yes. Yeah, so no, they are not little Steve or little Emily, but you are not the first one to think that. And in fact, one of my wonderful moderators, she thought that we'd be, no. So yeah, that's how we keep, because we don't ever say like what my actual last name is or theirs or their first name. Just kind of, you know, we've seen their hands on stream before, but yes, they do not have the same names as us. Now, while my real real name is in fact Emily. Steve's real name is not Steve. But you know, you seen all the Spider-Verse movies yet? I have, and I actually have it in my calendar for the new Spider-Man that's coming out. I think we're gonna be on the Oregon trip, maybe? I don't know. I have to double check the calendar. But I do have in my calendar July 31st. July 31st is the new Spider-Man movie, so I will be. He is the best Spider-Man. I love it. No, I chose Stevens. It's more like my artist name. I chose Stevens because of Steve. So technically it would make him Steve Stevens. So yeah, it's more like my artist name or whatever. You know, if I'm putting anything out there, it's that, you know, just privacy protection kind of stuff and whatnot. But yeah, so I've seen, like, you know, obviously the Miles Morales cartoon version, and then obviously all of the Tobey Maguire version, the Amazing Spider-Man, all of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans that are out. Exactly, Allison. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Well, and that's why I've shifted over. I know Durbin noticed it, but like if you go to, I'm going to use Rainforest now. If you go to my YouTube page, like Emily Stevens is the name that pops up there, but the tag, the @ like you can still see it in chat. Well, it's pinned there, but you can see that it's still the @ Emily Illustrator kind of thing. So just slowly making the switch. All right, so we're just using Rainforest. And we may, oh, you know what we should do? Let's use a white Posca pen. Let's see if I have it out. We can use a white Posca pen and do little like sugar stuff on that. Ah, go figure, I put it away. Not seen that one? Well, the new, like I said, the new Spider-Man is at the end of July, so I'm super excited for that. And yeah, it might be a thing because Steve's not huge into Marvel, and I don't want little Steve to see it until I could preview it, because, you know, not all of the Marvel movies are kid friendly. You know, if there's some more adult themes, like, oh my goodness, we did not watch the first Iron Man. I thought about starting with Iron Man, but like the first 15 minutes, you know, Iron Man is doing some questionable activities, and I'm like, okay, so I'll just fill him in on the lore for that one, and we're gonna move on. So, you know, I use parental discretion on some of those, but I want to preview it first, but also I want him to watch all of the other Spider-Man movies before we go do that. So it may just be one of those things where I just take myself to the movies and go see it. So, yeah, we're going to do that. But we are, let's see, which episode are we on to with Doctor Who? So we just finished the werewolf episode where they meet Queen Victoria. So I never actually say, yes, exactly. Yeah, Iron Man is PG-13 for a reason. I never exactly say how old the kids are, but those of you that kind of have been here for a while know, like I mentioned, you know, when they were in primary school age or whatever else. But let's just say they are not old enough yet to see some adult material. So I use a fair amount of discretion with those ones. So, and that's good. Like, I don't want them to like be scared or you know, have anything, you know. They're still weirdo. Well, little in my mind, I don't know, it's so funny. You know, I see them as little all the time, and then I forget just how much older they're getting, and they come up with, you know, like their own jokes and their own unique thought processes and whatnot, you know? Okay. So I'm going to probably put some sugar dots like on the outside, but not a ton until we get the rest of this candy color. But we'll do some on here so we can see it. But yeah, it's more like a privacy kind of thing, you know. Like she doesn't even actually tell any of her friends that that I do YouTube, like that I live stream. Yes, exactly. So like even people, it's funny too, because streaming has taught me well, to a degree. I'm not perfect, but it's taught me a bit to think before I speak. So a lot of times if you hear me hesitating or like pausing or dragging out my first word, it's because my brain is taking the time to remind myself which words to use. And the hilarious part is when we meet somebody new in our day-to-day life, I have to remind myself that, oh, we use our real names to introduce ourselves to, you know, real people. Not that you guys aren't real people, but you know what I mean. Like in our day-to-day, where is my... I just had it. I'm telling you guys, I am so scatterbrained. It's not even funny. Okay, we're just gonna blow it. Literally just had it the other day. Oh, goodness me. Certain PS games I won't let. Yeah, exactly. There are some games that little Steve has been able to graduate to play, but we haven't done any like first-person shooter games. Like we don't do Fortnite yet. We do allow Among Us, but it's so cartoony. We've been okay with Among Us. Exactly. No, that's a huge thing. Yeah, 100% Josephine. That's a big thing. It's like I never wanted to post their baby pictures because they couldn't give consent when they're babies. And now there's going to be this whole generation of kids who grew up with their lives plastered on the internet when they weren't mature enough yet to make that kind of safety decision. Now, little Steve's dream, and I can't really tell him no because I'm a YouTuber, but little Steve would love to be a gaming YouTuber someday. But I was like, we got to be realistic, bud, because the fact of the matter is, like, I don't make enough doing this to like live off of it, right? Like I bring in, you know, a couple weeks of groceries or whatever. And honestly, these days that's actually pretty impressive. But the point is like, I am totally okay with him doing YouTube. But given that he is still young, I don't want that to be his primary. I want him to have another focus, right? Push for a career and then do YouTubing on the side. And then if it takes off someday, sure, but we need a backup plan. First time I started at 7 was Diablo 2. My head had no clue about computers. Older brother, for some reason, decided that was an age-appropriate game for me. That's hilarious. I mean, hilarious, but also horrifying. All right, so I want to put a little bit of sugar. If this is going to work, I just tested it out and it was fine. I am hearing, oh no, that's a motorcycle. I'm just like, is there thunder already? It's not supposed to do this until, nope, it's just a motorcycle. Okay, so I'm just going to do little dots. I could do paint if I wanted to, but I honestly don't feel like getting it out. So we'll do a few, and then we're going to do a lot more on the base here. But I'm doing like smaller and larger ones because, like I said, it's going to be like, you know, like they have on gummies and whatnot. We're going to have some sugars on here. And what it might be interesting to do once this is all dried is take a little bit of pencil over the top and add a little bit of color to it because, you know, not all of the sugar is going to be, you know, super white or anything. We'll add more of the sugar dusting later. Parental advisory decisions to a 14-year-old, right? No, even still, even with the kid. Oh, look, that's a watermelon one there. Where did watermelon there? Maybe we'll do like a blue watermelon. Yeah, like I even have like all the parental controls on the kids' phones. I limit screen time. I have downtime set so that at least 30 minutes before bedtime, they don't have screens on. Obviously, we let them watch more during the summertime because, hello, it's summer. But we do try to keep a, you know, a reel on it. And we've got age-appropriate settings on there so they don't accidentally see something they're not supposed to. You know, wants to do gaming on YouTube. I'm not 100% against it, but I definitely need to have a better life. Yes, that's exactly it. Like, I can't say no because this is what I do. But also, I try to, like, be real. I'm like, dude, if I was not married to daddy, like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and that's a big thing because I am readily available for the kids if they need me. So it was already the plan that I was going to stay home, but doing this on the side has allowed me, one, to create a bit of an identity for myself outside of just being a mother. Not that there's anything wrong with just being a mother, but I never wanted to, you know, they turn 18 or they move out or whatever, and then I'm standing there, you know, holding a plate of cookies with no idea what I'm going to do. So I wanted to have an identity outside of this, and this was something nice that I could do. I just realized that's a gummy bear, and that is a gummy bear booty. Like, that is a straight up gummy bear booty. Now I feel awkward. But I did this, and then as a side note, it's nice because, like, maybe I'm able to cover Christmas. Maybe I'm able to cover groceries, et cetera, you know? Even my parents in the 1980s had rules about what I could and could not watch, read. Yeah. Saying it's still Stephen King. We see Angela's mom's bookshelf at 10, but I was breaking the rule. I think we all did that at some point, right? Shell picture... Put down, you could definitely add dots. Like, I want to be a gaming YouTuber today. I want to be a rock star, 100%. It is a total booty. I just realized that. I was looking, I'm like, what is this thing? Oh, wait, arms, head. I feel like I need to, I mean, he could be any of the colors. I gotta think about what color I'm doing. We're gonna make a blue watermelon here. All right, gummy bears. Ooh, where's Tanya? Tanya loves gummy bears. Okay, we're gonna use polar ice. Da, 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 da. We are the gummy bears, and maybe copyright. Hopefully I sing bad enough so the bots won't notice it. No, but I saw the bowl full of candy and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. Oh, hang on. I need to... Sorry, I just thought of something I want to make a note for later. Sorry, had a thought, and I knew if I didn't write it down, I wouldn't remember it. Just seriously. Got a twerking gummy bear. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, that was, I was thinking of the gummy bear show, the theme song. Okay, Deep Atlantic. But we are really excited for the Oregon trip. Obviously, you know, I told you guys when we went before, we're obviously going to do coastal stuff. We're not staying in any of the same towns that we've stayed at previously. We're going to a new place, and we've just got a lot of fun things. We may even do like a little bit of camping. We'll see. But we always go visit my brother and their farm and do some blackberry picking. The kids get to check out all the animals. They've got some fainting goats, so it's hilarious. Oh, thank you. Yeah, honestly, I'm loving the single-sided with the perforation. We theoretically could use alcohol markers in this. And then maybe when we do another page like this, we'll go ahead and do alcohol markers. But yeah, 100% we could do alcohol markers and yeah, use it for it. Let's see. Because with single-sided, that makes it much easier. That's why if I ever like am able to get a book done, fingers crossed, someday, I definitely want to do like a single-sided kind of deal. Well, I mean, you're in a long-term relationship. Yeah, we're going to do the 2 weeks beforehand. Like, I know it almost sounds like ridiculous. Like, why are they doing that kind of thing? But the fact of the matter is, last year, it worked. And then, you know, all of us except little Emily got COVID when we got back. But it made it so that we could enjoy the trip. So we get a little bit bored. Yeah, I might need to. We get a little bit bored in the 2 weeks beforehand, but it's so worth it because none of us are sick. We can enjoy the whole thing. Like, sure, we may get sick on a plane or while we're out and about, but with the incubation period, you know, we just want to be able to, oh, I'm using fresh green. We want to be able to enjoy the trip. So yeah, 100%. We do our lockdown and we don't have anyone over. Steve obviously still goes to work and whatnot because, you know, life. But yeah, we do a lockdown thing because... Yeah, do that too. Exactly. Yeah. So the kids actually kind of like it because like little Emily's doing stuff right now, but it's kind of like a mini kind of just calm down vacation. It's not like we don't leave the house. Like we take them to the park, but you know, we don't do any extracurricular large group activities. We don't do birthday, but not that we, you know, we don't usually, that's not a hot birthday time around here for the friends that they have. So that's not really relevant, but you know, like we're not going to go to the movies. We just lock down, make sure everyone's healthy so that we can all enjoy the trip. Because 2 years ago when we didn't do that, little Steve got sick on the trip and he ended up having a fever and he was down for a couple days, and it's so hard because obviously we can't go out and about because we're sick, and so it's just like, no. So yeah, we do the straight up lockdown. We stay at home, make sure everybody's feeling well, and then we go on the trip. All right, let's do Deep Atlantic. One of the other things we can do too, especially if this is gummy candy, like you see how we've got the highlights, we could add a little bit of shine to these as well, which I might actually do with this one. We could add a little bit of the sugar to it. We got those little seeds, so what we might do is actually just some darker stuff, but let's use our blender on it first. Oh, very much so. She actually completed her first mini house. There was a little bit of struggle with the electrics. So the electrics actually ended up not working because I think there was a wire that was damaged. I told her when I get some time, I can sit down and fix it. But actually, I'm going to go grab it because she will be so tickled if you guys see it. She made one of those miniature houses. We had gone to do something and she got to pick out something from Hobby Lobby, and she picked out one of these little houses. Now you guys are coming with me. I'm walking across the house, but that's why we have a wireless mic. Now I'm curious if the wireless stays. Like, how far does this last? You guys will have to let me know if I broke up at all, going all the way across the house. Okay, I'm back in the office. But yeah, so she built it all herself. Like, I just guided her on a few things, but like she essentially did this all by herself. Okay. Also, how did the audio hold out? I literally went across the house. Did it break up at all? Anyway, she made a chocolatier shop. Oh, and she added her own little, a little fox. Didn't break up? Sweet. Nice. Let's see if I can tilt it back. It's all glued down. But yeah, we got this from Hobby Lobby, and she did this all by herself. Like I said, I'm going to help her with the wiring here at some point because some of it detached, so it doesn't light up. So I'm going to fix that for her. But she definitely said she wants to do more, so I need to order her another one. But this, right? She did wonderful. This kept her occupied for, I mean, look at this. All these little individual little cake pops, the little shelf. She's got all the little things. She cut out all the little books in the back. In the back, you've got, let's see if I can get it in focus. Will it focus for me? There we go. We've got like little preserves and little chocolate bars. Like, she did this whole thing. Look, we got these little Ferrero Rocher. Let's see if I can get it in focus. There you go, little Ferrero Rocher. I was so impressed. Like, I helped her with a couple things. It also had an X-Acto knife in the set, and we're not quite at the stage where I feel comfortable with you using X-Acto knives, so that was very supervised, but she did it all herself. So she's very, oh yeah, there's another little Ferrero Rocher there, but she was very proud. So yeah, I want to get her another one of these little houses to do. Okay, I'm going to go put it back because I don't want it to fall off the desk and get damaged because I would feel really bad because she worked really hard on this. So hang on, you guys are coming with me across the house again. But she's had it sitting on her little desk and everything, and she just had a blast with it. So yeah, you know what? Actually, that would be good. I should get her another one for our 2-week kind of lockdown thing. That would be perfect. Okay, I need to look on Amazon and find her a house. See what kind she wants to do. Yeah, so it comes in a box. It comes in a box like about this size, and inside you've got all of these, everything's already printed. It's not perforated either. Like, you've got all the separate wood pieces, but all of the little paper things, like the little chocolates, the books, everything, that's in one big sheet. So she has to cut out all of the little shapes, and then she glues them and folds them and puts them all together. Right, Connie? She did so good. Yes, that is a good idea, Alex. Thank you. All right, we're gonna do mini house build. Okay, cool. I end up with all these random notes by the time I'm done with stream. But she was so proud of it, and she just loved doing it. Like, did I ever show you guys the bento box that she made? I can't remember what we were doing, if it was over spring break or whatever, but she used her air. Okay, hang on. I got to show you guys one more craft. She's going to be so tickled that I showed these off, but she has air dry clay, and she completely made it from scratch. I think she got the inspiration on YouTube, but this was 100% her own thing. I'm gonna open it, make sure there's nothing telling in here. No, we're good. Okay, so she made a bento box with like little air dry clay foods. So she put a price tag on it too. It's super cute. Okay, sorry. We're going on a side quest here because I am a proud mama of a crafty girl. Yes, actually, my mother-in-law made me a Doctor Who one. I've got it on the shelf over there. So look, she put a little price tag on it. So this was not a kit. Everything in here she crafted from her own air dry clay that she actually bought with her own money. Air dry clay, and then this was just a cardboard box that she cut up for it. So Crafty's Bento Incorporated, and she made all of these little things. So we've got like a pudding, we got a spoon in there. Some of the paint, while it wasn't fully cured, was stuck to it, so some of it's come off. But she made little dumplings. We've got tomatoes. Look at this egg. How cute is this egg? She did it all herself. We've got little sushi. Like, it's so super cute. Look at that, the little fish eggs, and she painted it. We've got, like, she crocheted like a little napkin. Right, she did so good. And then we've got some dragon fruit, I think. Yeah, strawberries, which she's even got like the different color on the inside. She worked on this for days. She really does. She's so crafty. She made little chopsticks, and again, crochet. She's actually crocheting herself a blanket now. Like, she is so crafty. She is so crafty. It's like she's my kid or something. Look at the little sausages. Like, she just did this all herself. Again, I had nothing to do with it at all. I was so proud of her. Anyway, sorry. Air dry clay never hardened. Yeah, it took a while for it, and that's part of the reason why the paint was still tacky, because she painted it before it was fully dry, and so it took a little bit longer. But she had loads of fun. But oh, I'm so glad we were talking about it, because yeah, I'm gonna find her another house to build while we're on our 2-week. I absolutely will. I'll probably actually. What time are we at? How long have we been live? We have been live for. I don't know. What time is it? 10:51. All right, I'm going to go back to 10:51 in the stream, and I'll show her this clip so she can see all the chat and everything. But I mean, for those of you that have been here, like, you know, like we even sold some of her paintings. I think she's got one more that's up in the shop. But yeah, she has just been having loads of fun and craftiness. So almost an hour. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So let's see, we're going to grab midnight, but yeah, so we are all super looking forward to that trip. Like I said, we'll do our lockdown, make sure everybody is healthy so we can enjoy the trip. And, you know, thankfully we have the luxury of being able to do that. You know, if I had to go to work or they had to go to daycare or whatever, it would be a different thing. But since we don't need to, I'm like, yeah, let's play it safe. Okay, let's see. Let's grab Ruby Earth. Ruby Earth, give it a quick sharpen. And then, like I said, little Steve's been into, he plays Magic the Gathering with Big Steve. They like to do chess and everything. So it's been, so far, honestly, a pretty chill summer. I didn't put that much in there. Let's go back to the midnight. We're all just kind of gearing up for the trip, and then the kids will start school again in August. So, excuse me. We'll do that. I can't remember if I told you guys, but I do have my MRI for my little roommate here in my head coming up the end of the month, actually. So, because we want to see if there's any progress with it. Yeah, but we get out in May. So the kids have been out for a little while. So it's still the same amount. It's still the same amount. We're just like shifted by like 3 or 4 weeks from everybody else. Hang on one second. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. Yeah, so we get out in May. So it's kind of the same. It just shifts by a little bit. All right, so I want to use the Posca pen here. There we go. And if you guys missed it and came in later, if you want to see the finished page of episode 38, I can show you guys that again before we go today. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's kind of shiny, yeah? I don't know, candy is so fun. What's your guys' favorite food item to color? You know, I keep seeing him as a red gummy bear. Should we do red? Ooh, actually, like a Delft blue and royal blue. That could be a cool. Let's do the gummy bear. All right, so Delft blue and royal blue. Delft, royal, and for a third color, let's do a little bit of the polar ice and then grab the, actually, no, not polar ice. We're not going to do polar ice. We're going to do Delft blue, royal blue, and violet dusk. Violet dusk. But they're really excited. This is actually going to be the first year that little Emily is going to take art class. Wait, is that a gummy bear too? That is a gummy bear. Oh yeah, that's his little nose and his eyes. Okay, so we got two gummy bears. I am clearly aware of things. I don't know what that says, that I noticed the booty first. I don't know. I didn't even notice the other gummy bear. I'm like, nope, just a booty. All right. Let's get the gummy bear in the room, the elephant in the room taken care of. The cupcakes and cakes. Yeah, super fun. Well, and Johanna's got another book coming out this fall. I'm trying to think, are there any other books coming out this summer? The Johanna cupcake page, yeah. Bear face up next to the watermelon sweet. Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. These are not, though. These must be more lollipops. And then we've got this. These are all the same candies. Maybe a chocolate there. I like candy. It's a fun page. I'm glad I chose this one. So I'm just using Delft blue now. So I'm trying to think. Because I know Emily Leadenhall, she just had her book come out. Over there, where are your eyes, sir, right? Boop, boop. And then he's got his face buried. This is nice, though. Like I said, 2 weeks is a long time. It's always like I try not to cancel things unless I absolutely need to. But then when it's like, it's not like it's a doctor appointment. If it's like an event function where it's like I have no control over the date, I'm like, ah, okay, well then. But it's Friday. It's almost the weekend. Little Steve's been a trooper because he's not old enough yet to stay home alone. And so when I am taking everybody to practices and work and whatever else, he tags along and he just chills. He helps me with chores around the house. He's been helping me more this week, so he got a little extra allowance this week. We don't do a ton, but enough that they can start saving their money and do a little money management or whatever else. I mean, have you seen the price of groceries? Like, I'm not giving my kids, like, a bunch of money a week. They also just need to do it because they need to learn how to do chores. But, you know, a little bit of bribery, you know, helps. Tilted my head, right? That's part of it, is find out which treat this is. I don't know. All right, royal blue. Now, here's the thing. I imagine that a gummy bear, like, it's kind of glossy. And so it's not going to be just like a perfect kind of highlighted thing. So I'm actually going to take this royal blue and I'm going to create a bit of a line here. There we go. But yeah, it's just been super busy. The kids have been having fun. We haven't made any trips to, because there's a river here that we swim in, but it has been so rainy and thundering. Like I've just been barely able to get like the yard work done on days when it's kind of, we got a break in the rain, but it has just been so wet lately. I don't know about you guys, but it has been a very wet summer, especially for Texas. Like it's supposed to be pretty hot here. Okay, so let's see. This one's going to be a little bit different. So let's come in with a little bit of our royal blue. And then we could do like a line there. We could probably do another one there just to kind of enhance the shape a little bit, but enhance it in a way where we're not like making this gummy bear bootylicious. It's a gummy bear, for goodness sakes. I don't know. Did that make it more bootylicious? Now I'm feeling really awkward about this gummy bear. Bye, Dawn. Thanks for being here. Every month. Okay. They're soft, Nif. They're very soft. Yeah. Violet Dust. Yeah, 100%. They're very soft. They are absolutely wonderful. They are not anything like the Faber-Castell polychromos or anything. Maybe we just need to have stronger points of darkness on him to balance it out. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go back in. Let's go in with our, we got Delft Blue. Let's go in with our ink blue just a bit. Yeah, they're definitely soft. And you can get smaller sets. This is the 72 set. It was a wonderful, wonderful gift. But you can get the 30, no, 24? Anyway, there's smaller sets if you want to try it out. Okay, we're going to, so we're just using that ink blue, trying to enhance the more shadowed areas. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Princess Lola. Welcome. Speaking of subscribing, so we are, I need to fix my sub count thing down there. It's whited out because I need to refresh it. So we are closing in on 25K on YouTube, but also, why does it keep holding? Oh, because it was booty. It's cool. I've been saying booty. Also, I hit 30K on Instagram. I was waiting for that one because, you know, they have the bot-wide clean out and everybody's got, you know, some bots following them. And I was so close to 30K and then it dropped like a couple hundred. I was like, no. But I finally hit it again. It's very exciting. Okay, we're going to take some of that ink blue and just bring it up for a second line there. But I finally hit it. Does anything change? No, but it was a personal goal of mine and it's super fun. Right? Woohoo! So excited. Do I have all of those timers on at the same time? They should not all be going at the same time. I'm gonna have to have a little chatty chat with Nightbot. Okay, maybe instead we should have the kind of shine line go up just a bit. Maybe. I'm not looking at a reference photo or anything, so it's kind of hard to see where exactly I need it, but. Oh, that would be cool. That would be real cool. Okay, so now let's grab our Delft Blue. Delft Blue. We're going to go over that ink blue. Let's see, we're going to get darker there. Yeah, and then we'll have highlights on it too that'll help. It's actually looking a little bit brighter than it is. That's a little bit better. It's a little dark, but you know what? I do that too. Like I'll be like somebody I've been watching for like ages, but because like I'll just go search them specifically or something. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to think I wasn't following them. I promise it wasn't on purpose. And then I'm like stressed for a day because I'm a bit of a people pleaser. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. It wasn't the intention. But no, it's just been fun to see it grow over the years, finally hitting that point, and we made 30K, move on from the 2s. Now I just got to go really viral. You know, I did debate because I'm going in for that MRI on the 22nd, right? And this will be my 3rd MRI for it. And they're going to be able to know a lot more about it because now they won't have just 2 points of growth to check, they'll have 3. And so they're really going to be able to tell the rate of growth that it has. And so I've been debating, and I don't know, maybe I won't post it at all because I don't post a lot about me. But if I end up having the surgery through it for them to remove it, it might be an interesting thing to document just for social media or whatever else. So I was thinking about when I go in for this next MRI, I might do a little bit, I don't know, I don't talk a lot. I don't talk a lot. You know, I mean, I talk on here, but and in real life, I talk a ton. Royal blue, but I don't talk a lot on socials. But I was thinking that I might go ahead and film a little bit of a vlog of the whole process. I don't know, like I have a hard time talking about it much because they haven't taken a biopsy to check to see. Oh, thank you. It's going to be on the 22nd. So the MRI is going to be on the 22nd. And then I have my follow-up with the oculoplastic surgeon, which sounds crazy, like plastic surgery. No, it's just because she specifies, her specialty is, you know, for, well, eye and specific thing, which is good because it's literally snuggling with my optic nerve. Let's see, royal blue. So they'll be able to really get a good look and see like, okay, how serious is this? But I've had 3 separate unrelated neurologists who all agree that it's benign. So it's like, I don't want people to think that I'd be posting it for like, oh, I have this thing, you know, because it's, according to my doctors, it's not cancer. So I don't have to stress about that. But it is an interesting journey and it's my journey. And so I don't know, I may just film it, just keep the footage. Because if I, like I said, if I end up needing to do the surgery, it could be interesting to look back on. I don't know. It's a thing. What did we name him? I don't even remember. The point is he is severely overstaying his welcome. Snuggling without consent. Yes! Yes, that's what it is. Snuggling without consent. But it'll be interesting to, I am curious to see, because that's the other thing I want to ask her, because there was, how can I phrase this so that it's not going to gross anyone out? Let's just say there was a certain kind of fluid that was around it more, that if it were to be more fluidy, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to avoid the BLOOD word. I don't know if YouTube would get mad at me for that. Anyway, if that were to suddenly start doing it like a lot, I'm like, is that going to cause me like a random seizure, like while I'm driving on the highway? I don't know. So I'm really hoping we can take a look at the results and be like, look, is it worth it to just sit with it? You know, like, would it be, how much of a risk truly is it versus leaving it versus taking it out? Like, should we just remove it versus paying $400 a year and waiting on what could potentially be a ticking time bomb? Hey, Steve, hello. We're talking about my eyeball. And it's audacity, utter audacity. So anyway, but we'll go in and we'll get that done and we'll just see where it's at. See, I like how much that brightens it up. We'll see where it's at and go from there. Like I said, there's a part of me that just wants to be done with it and just like, can we just not anymore? Can we just take it out and get rid of it and tell it to no, thank you, please leave. That's my hope. And like I said, this thing could have been here like my whole life. Maybe I just need to keep ignoring it. Maybe it's not anything I need to be concerned about. But what I do know I need is answers. So that is what I'm hoping to get. I can figure out what to do. Okay, let's get midnight. I'm gonna get midnight. And I want to add some stronger shadows because generally when something's shiny, you're going to have a lot of contrast. So I want to see if we can make that pop. So I had made some pumpkin muffins that little Emily had requested. And it was a particular day where my mind was super preoccupied. I was tired. It's just been a lot. Anyway, I totally forgot the baking powder and we ended up with pumpkin muffin hockey pucks instead. Right, Jeanette? Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Last year's comparison, it was growing, but it was a minimal amount of growth. So, but at the very least, like I said, this will give it another point to gauge on its rate of growth and whether or not it's even concerning. But my mom's got it in her calendar too, so she's gonna send some good vibes that way. Like I said, maybe, how amazing would it be if it just like disappeared? Like it's just like, no, it absorbed, it's gone forever. It's like, oh, well, that's cool. You know? All right, now let's go in with, let's see, let's go in with royal blue. I want to go a little bit harder, but that happens sometimes, right? People who have like tumors or whatever, they go and they get a scan and they find out that it's just gone, right? Like that can happen, 100%. So, you know, fingers crossed, who knows? So yeah, needless to say, been a little preoccupied lately. All right, let's grab the Violet Dusk. Wait, was Violet Dusk? Yeah, that Violet Dusk was what I grabbed. Okay. Because we're going for a little bit more of like a purpley kind of gummy bear. Okay, I'm actually going to fill this in the rest of the way. And then we're going to grab our Posca pen and enhance our highlights. And we may add more to them later, but the thing that is, later, this is a more muted color tone, so it's not going to be super vibrant. All right, so now we're going to grab the Posca pen. We've already got like a little shine here, so we're actually going to kind of, you know what, let's just fill it in all the way. And we're going to follow the shine spots that was drawn in by the artist. Here we go, but then we're going to add some of our own as well. Just some extra little shine. Maybe go around the edge just a bit. I love adding white highlights to things. Like I feel like it really just helps a lot. There we go. You know, I've been seeing online, people are taking those cute and cozy coloring books, which I never really reached for because I like the more detailed ones. And they've been doing like legitimate artwork with it. And I'm just like, you know, I could get on board with a cozy coloring book if I could do it like in an almost hyper realistic way. You know, like I could get on board. Okay, this is like, you guys aren't getting the true color here. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's closer to that. I don't know, that might be a fun challenge to see how hyper realistic we can go with a cute and cozy book. I think Emily Leadenhall has a cute and cozy also, doesn't she? I need to look. Here we go. We got our little bootylicious gummy bear. We may change it up a little bit once we start adding more stuff around him. But we also have these ones that are in wrappers, but it looks like it's clearly a clear wrapper. So I'm seeing kind of like an orange creamsicle with it. That's what I'm seeing. So let's start with that. So let's go with Autumn Leaf. She has, yeah, I might take a look at that because that could be fun. Like how can we turn this into, I don't know, let's actually, I want to do a poll real quick. I'll do a poll. Do you like, not prefer, because I know you don't have to like prefer one over the other. Do you like, oh no, actually I don't even do you like the cozy coloring books? Yes. No, and we'll add in a kind of. There we go. Because I am curious. Creative. Sort of a club guy saying in my head, looking good, gummy bear. Creative Paula has a few really cute and cozy books. Ooh, cool. Yeah, because the other thing is like we've built, you know, our kind of, or at least for me on YouTube, like we've built kind of a community that does more of these books. So it's just like, would it be worth it? I don't know. All right, let's get champagne and yeah, we'll leave it at that. So we're going to start with Autumn Leaf. We're going to do a little bit of Autumn Leaf. Melissa Colors. Ooh, okay. Oh, hi, Ellie. I don't know, it might be a nice kind of like fun coloring challenge to mix it up like that. All right, let's do do here. I'm going to go lightly because we are going to be doing kind of a film over the top of it because it's in a wrapper. So autumn leaf. Let's see. Oh, we're almost at like a 50-50. Kind of. Okay. Okay. So it wasn't 50-50. Open it up. Okay. Good to know. It could be like a one-off thing. Oh, there's one more watermelon in the bottom. Oh, yeah. There it is. Okay. We'll have to come back and do that one. Thank you, though. I totally missed it. It's fun. I grab my strawberry shortcake and rainbow bright stuff when I need cozy. Maybe it would be something rather than like a full live stream. Maybe it could be something that I film like as a short or like as a separate video. Little Emily has a cute and cozy book, but she also bought that with her own money. So maybe I'll pick up one of Emily's cute and cozy book just because I do like her illustrations and I'm already familiar with her. Of course, I don't know. Maybe I should do some research and see who like the top, I guess, isn't Coco Wyo the top name? I'll think about it. From shading, I use mandala book and glitter pen. See, there you go. My voice cracked again. Over the years, I enjoy watching people color pages that I wouldn't color myself. I used to not really enjoy it. No, that's fair, and it's kind of fun to see what people do with it. Ooh, I could do a yellow watermelon. That could be fun. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so now I'm using apricot. Next question, because I am in audible credit limbo at the moment while I wait for next month, but what is everybody reading right now? Who was it? Shannon, was it you? You were just starting... well, I don't know if Shannon's here or not, but you were just starting, I think, the most recent, was it Wind and Truth? I think? Maybe? Also, we have more Sarah J. Maas books coming out this summer. Cozy fan, but found one that is, oh, wait, Adele, really? Really? What's the name of it? My entire downstairs is decorated in Lord of the Rings themed stuff. I did a Hobbiton painting that's downstairs. Wind and Truth. And hi, Shannon. Okay, so Hobbit, cute and cozy coloring book. Why did I put a question mark? Let's see. 370 pages in. Nice. Oh, it's Halfling Hollow by Love Jordan. Okay. Halfling Hollow coloring book. Is it on Amazon? There it is. Oh, that looks cute. And it's not AI or anything, right? Okay, that's actually really adorable. I didn't even see how much it was. How much is it? It's only $9.90. I'm going to put it in my cart for now. That is adorable. Love Jordan. How many others do they do? Dreamy Dragon. Spend the day with Dragon. Okay, that's cute. Yeah, I just want to be really careful and making sure that they're not... I'll have to take a look and count their fingers and toes. Okay, so now let's grab the gold. Oh, no, wait, I wasn't done. I was still doing apricot down here. Hold up, wasn't done. Hi, Jen, how are you? Rites of the Starling, Wild Dark Shore, and the Bands of Mourning. Bands of Mourning, check. Rites of Starling. I feel like I've done that way. Look totally normal, no AI, not sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks really cute. That might be like the perfect thing I need. Let's see. Rites of Starling. I feel like I have that one. I'll probably remember what it's about. Let's see. Rites. Oh, I did. Yeah. It's in here. Rites of Starling, book 2. Oh, Shield of Sparrows. That's what it is. Book 2. Oh, didn't Rites of Starling just come out? Cool. Well, yeah, that looks super cute, and it's only like $9.99, so I'm definitely going to look into that. If I'm going to do just a one-off cute and cozy page, just to try it out, yeah. It's book 2. Okay, that's what. Hi, Angela. How are you? All right, so now we're going to do gold. Sorry, I get so distracted. I'm like, ooh, other coloring books? Yes, please. Okay, let's go ahead and do, because I want this to be white, but it's not going to be 100% white. So we're going to do champagne. A little bit of kind of glow there. Fairly recently. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Okay. I'm going to do just a little bit here, but we have the color of it that's going to be going over it. All right, so now for this, I want to add a bit of shadow to it. So let's grab Woodland. Woodland. Oh, Shannon, like I've had your streams up, but I haven't been able to like listen to them. I've just had them up on a window. But how did your auction go? Because I know you were getting ready for that, or you did it, but I was curious how it went. Okay, so now we are at Woodland. We're going to add a little bit of shadow on this side. Not going to go super deep because we still have the color of our wrapper we're going to add to it. It went meh? Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, it went meh. At least it went bad. Let's see. Wild Dark Shore is pretty new too. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Wild Dark Shore. I got to add to my TBR list. Oh my gosh. If you're on Audible though, did anybody else get that quick sale where it was like whatever you purchase next is like 70% off? I got a bunch of like $15 books for like, you know, people got stuff really cheap. Yay for them all. I ended up getting a handful of books and they ended up being like $5 a piece. It was just for like one purchase, so it wasn't like I could go back and purchase more. But anybody on Audible, did you guys see that one? That's so close. Winds are my favorite. Whole place destroyed. Oh, wait. Well, hold up. Hold up. Getting smoke from the big warehouse fire and Tracy. Oh, yeah. As long as the wind's pushing away from it. Okay, just a little bit more for this one. Like it's on its side, so of course it's going to be a little bit darker. And then of course we'll have a little bit of shadow from this lollipop here. Maybe a little bit from the ribbon. There we go. Okay, so now, let's go in with teal blue. Teal, there we are, teal blue. Okay, give it a quick little sharpen. And I'm just using my hand sharpener for this versus the doll because I want a little bit more control and I want, I want a really long lead. Whole warehouse, truck, personal cars, all ablaze. Apparently poor water pressure on the sprinkler system. Oh no. Oh gosh, that's all they need right now, I'm sure. Okay, so teal blue. So we're going to do this part first, and then we're going to bring some of this down. Actually, we can do a little bit here too. Just going kind of light, because it's I'm imagining it as a clear wrapper. Okay, but we are going to add some of the blue here. Because it is in a wrapper, but not a ton. But again, because it's a muted color palette, like it's not going to be super bright and vibrant. Going for slightly toned down here. Okay, let's get, let's see, let's do Arctic. Medical supply delivery warehouse. Oh no, yeah, I can imagine. That was always my, like, I was nervous about when we lived in apartments, is it's just like, I'm basically trusting my whole house to my neighbors and just really hope that they don't set their place on fire. When I was younger, where we lived, the houses, so we're using Arctic now, the houses were really close together. There weren't any big yards or anything. And I've probably told this story before. I don't know. I feel like with our streams, it's like we're in a relationship with each other. And I've told you all my stories. So those of you that have been here a while are probably like, nah, we've heard this. Um, but when I was there, they had put, they had a halogen lamp, one of those open top ones, and they had draped a towel over it to dry. And while they were at work, it caught fire, and it was so close that they had to hose down our house as well. Thankfully, no other houses caught fire, but it was like such close quarters, you know? Because it was just like kitty corner on the street. And I just remember standing in the living room and they were just hosing down our place. Oh, I totally missed that. Hosing down our place as well. Yeah, it was crazy. Workers this morning said smoke was so bad he had to direct traffic until 2:30 a.m. Oh, and to answer you from earlier about the new books, there's a new mythographic coming out 23rd. Ooh, Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Putting on my notes. Mythographic. Alice in Wonderland. Who's drawing it? I've told him to take a shower with clothes on to help clean his clothes. Right? Yeah, I didn't know about that one. You said, wait, did it say? Oh, out on the 23rd. The 23rd. Okay, cool. Look that one up. Okay, teal blue. Okay. And we're gonna grab, where did I put it? The Arctic. Yes, Arctic. Okay. Take that. And then we're gonna add our highlight. Oh my gosh, my brush was sitting right here behind my water again. There's like nothing else on the desk here, and it was just sitting behind my water, I swear. Ooh, Josephie from now. Josephie, Joseph. Hey, I'm down with that. Then yeah, I want to look at that even more. I love his stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do some Posca now on the wrapper. Forever Josephie. Do a little bit of wrapper there. And I may add some more on the outside once we have the other colors behind it. Let's see, gonna some there, a little bit there. Go, and then it's a little bit brighter. Forever Josephie. Let's see, we're gonna have some highlight there. Definitely some where it's kind of crinkled together. And it's not gonna stand out a ton just because I use such light colors on the wrapper, but I'm imagining it that it's kind of a clear wrapper. So that is what we're rolling with here. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do this one. Again, we might go over this a bit with some of the other colors, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Movie things. First one. The Doctor Who news. Like what? New hashtag for Josephie. If you missed it, Doctor Who is officially in limbo. There is no Christmas special. There is no continuation of this Billy Piper thing that they teased, and it is now on tender, meaning not that it's gone, but they're waiting to see if someone else will pick it up. Russell T Davies, gone. The writers that were on it, just gone. Like Doctor Who. What? What? Ugh. Ugh. I was not happy about that. Has anybody seen Marcy? Is Marcy here? Because the other thing is, guys, I don't want to spoil anything, but yes, it's another hiatus. Just like when it stopped and then picked it back up in what was it, 2000s, 2001, whatever it was. But as of this moment, it's kaput. Honestly, it was. Here's the thing. Jodie's first season, it is not her fault. She had bad writers. We're going to get Dusky Pink, right? First season was very political, which in some settings, it's fine, but we go there for the nonsense, right? And so she had a rough first season. However, and I'm going to say this with my whole body, in the second season and the subsequent, what did she do? 2 or 3? I can't remember. I've only watched her whole series like once. But they started playing into the Timeless Child storyline, which has been canon since the beginning. Since the beginning, right? And they did this whole thing. Yeah, it was the writers. It's not her fault. She was fabulous. And then they just stopped. They decided they didn't want to continue with the Timeless Child thing. That, I feel right there, is where they went wrong. Like, everyone was hooked. Why would you just pretend this storyline that you started didn't exist? Like, I'm sorry, what? Anyway, and then with Nishutigawa's, like, I didn't mind that his gender orientation for it. Like, Doctor Who has been, it is serious. Are you kidding me? Like, this is disastrous. Doctor Who, throughout the entire series, has been gender fluid. Like, that's not the issue. I think what was the big thing with the lack of success was their lackluster villain. Like, even the one spinoff with David Tennant and Donna was great. A wonderful villain. But then the villain for Nishutigawa's was just like, well, this isn't terrifying at all. Like, spoiler, they get eaten. And it's like only an arc over like 2 episodes. It's why? Why? Yeah, it was just, they need to start fresh is what they need. But also, I still don't understand why. Sorry, I'm like pounding. I'm feeling very adamant about this. Like, why would they? I was so hooked. Why would they abandon the Timeless Child storyline? It was so good. It really was, Durbin. And that's why I think, like, even though I struggled with Matt Smith, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. I've even stopped coloring. I struggled with Matt Smith initially because I was so brokenhearted about David Tennant being gone. But he is my second favorite Doctor now. Like, I love his whole run. But yeah, the writers did him dirty, honestly. Okay, we're gonna go in with Dusky Pink. We're gonna do our other gummy bear friend here. But yeah, and then I really think that I was gonna say John Rhys Davies. That's not the writer. Russell T Davies. Know what it is? Okay, they're very similar. Anyway, I think he leaned, I don't think that he didn't even write the episode with Billie Piper. Whatever he was planning to do for that, I think he was leaning too hard into the nostalgia. People loved the Dr. Donna comeback. Oh, Capaldi was good too. He was refreshing. Sorry, we're gonna go here. He was refreshing because, like, the way that Christopher Eccleston's character is. Oh, absolutely. The episode where he's like punching the wall with the ice. But Christopher Eccleston, he came in, and the way things were filmed then, they wanted the Doctor to have a love interest, right? It was what people enjoyed back then. They wanted a traditional kind of, romance of sorts, right? So we had Christopher Eccleston. Then in comes David Tennant, so charismatic, and people loved him, right? And then, like, the episode where Rose and him finally part ways, like, it was movie magic, TV show magic, whatever. And then we bring in Martha. Now, I never really liked Martha, but again, I think that was her writing. We're going to grab, what do we have here? We're going to do Autumn Red. It was her writing. They made her all moony and lovesick over David Tennant because they were kind of building off of that kind of romantic relationship that they had. Okay, now we're going to do Autumn Red. Okay, but that didn't pan out. She was, a short companion. It wasn't very long. There was a bit of nostalgia when we had, like, the episodes where she came back to visit, whatever else. And then we have the Dr. Donna. Of all the Doctor companion ones I have, they're my favorite. The Dr. Donna is my favorite. And I think part of it is, it was almost, well, yeah, it was. But that's where Donna comes in. That's where Donna comes in, because she gives us the breath of fresh air. It is made clear throughout her entire run with David Tennant that like people will mistake them for a couple and they're immediately like, we're not a couple. We're not a couple. Like, and so they made it literally where they're best friends. And we get that kind of refreshing take from, I really just want to enjoy the storyline and not necessarily the side quests of a relationship that we're like, about, you know? So Donna was incredibly refreshing. And then, of course, we've got Matt Smith and everybody else. And I liked that they included even more companions, you know, because then you add in Rory, who, you know, is a regular that shows up. We've got Rory's dad. We've got all of those. And then in comes Capaldi, right? And Matt Smith had an interesting arc because, sorry, this is turning into a whole Doctor Who discussion, but I'm rolling with it. Matt Smith had this arc where we found out that he gets more than 12 lives, right? And then they have the crossover specials, which are fabulous. And then in comes Capaldi because Clara clearly had a thing for Matt Smith's doctor, right? And we had a little bit more of that kind of mooniness or whatever. Not full on, but she definitely like struggled when he left. But in comes Capaldi, and you really just get that, not quite like a father-daughter relationship because he still like worries and cares about her. But again, it was that best friends vibe, right? And it had nothing to do with their age or whatever else. And they made a really good transition with that. And then of course we've still got Strax. Honestly, my favorite side character is Strax. And the episode where Clara meets Matt Smith's doctor is like my favorite. I laughed so hard at that episode. And I know some people don't like River. I loved the River arc and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get to that storyline with little Emily. But we're going slow, right? Like some of the earlier episodes of David Tennant, like they're a little bit more spooky. Like the whole thing with, you know, the no face, like that's going to be creepy. We'll probably skip that one. So Capaldi was great. And then in comes Jodie. And in comes the unfortunate writing. And that's where I feel like, again, Jodie was great, but I feel like that's where things started to take a turn. I don't know. I think it's just like her personality. Like she's just like a bit much. But that episode, see, the episode where Silence in the Library, again, I'm going to explain a little bit to little Emily so she's not, you know, shocked by the skeletons and spacesuits. But that build of a storyline of River and the time travel that goes in with it and just like the early planning, that right there, that is the magic of Doctor Who, is these storylines that are long, yes, but they all tie in together, and you can tell they have clearly been, you know, planning this for the long run versus, you know, like a 3-episode arc of a villain who there's not even like some sort of fight, like he just gets eaten. It's like, really? Okay, well, that was great. Oh, so good, Nifs. So good. That one's one of my favorites, and also Blink. In fact, if you're familiar with Blink, I've showed it to you guys before. I made myself a shirt where that line in Blink where he's just like, "Oh, the angels have the phone box. That's great. I have that with a, you know, on a t-shirt." I made it on a t-shirt, so I wear that. Those are easily, Silence in the Library and Blink are my top two favorites. They're so good. And as much as it breaks my heart, the episode where David Tennant leaves, where he's just like, I don't want to go. Like, that's what we want. We want the audience to care that much about the Doctors and their whole storyline and everything else. So, yeah, I have a lot of feelings about Doctor Who. Okay, we can turn this back on. The traffic jam, yes, with the cats, it's so good. Drive up. Other TV show news, and I won't do too much because if somebody hasn't had a chance to see it, because I certainly took ages to see it. We're just using Autumn Red now, and we're going to jump in with Strawberry. I finally binge watched Outlander. Thanks, Josephine. Thanks for being here. I finally binge watched the last and final season of Outlander. I haven't really looked up what people thought about the ending, but I liked it. I really liked it. I feel like we came full circle. I was watching it by myself. Well, not that I really, Steve's kind of there. I watched the show traditionally by myself, but everybody was in bed. I had it on my phone because I was also working at the same time. And yes, I was working late into the night. I do that a lot. But anyway, I had it on and I just stopped everything I was doing in that last episode. Like, if you're with your friends, you might it's a horror movie, somebody walks and you're like, oh, don't go in there, like something's gonna happen. Okay, well, I wasn't saying don't go in there, but like, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop on the last episode, and I was literally saying out like, nope, this is gonna happen, something's gonna, no. Guys, I legitimately teared up at that final episode. Also, I know that I alluded to before that I thought I had seen a spoiler of a character that does not make it. And I was like, why? Why would they do this for this character's arc? However, after watching the episode and reading online the thought process as to why they did it this way, this is turning out more brown. We're going to need to add more Rioja. Not brown, but like orange. Brownish orange. Anyway, I get it. So, all in all, no, we're good. I didn't do any spoilers. I was very careful on how I phrased it. So you're good. You're good. There were no spoilers. But I really enjoyed it. It was a very good ride. I'm not mad about how it ended. I don't know if people are at all, because that's how it is, right? A series ends. Like, I swear, Star Trek, as wonderful it is, we're going to use Rioja. Their series finales are always a bit lackluster, right? Like, what? No. Like, I'm so mad at the Voyager series finale. Like, I just don't. But I was very pleased with the ending with this one. It makes me excited to, keep watching Blood on My Blood. But I did enjoy it quite a bit. So I think I'm gonna have to go like rewatch it, but I did. I got stars for like a month and then I just power watched it all. So it was interesting. The way they ended it though, like, I wouldn't be mad if they kept the story going. There's clearly more to tell, but I'm kind of hoping we might get some tie-in with Blood of My Blood. I don't know. They're done. How many seasons was that? 8 seasons? 9 seasons? I can't remember. They drug out those seasons quite painfully, but I did enjoy it. It was worth the wait. I'm sad that it's over. I wish it wasn't, but it is what it is. We got Blood of My Blood now, so I don't even know when the next season of that is coming out, but my personal opinion is I liked it. I did enjoy it. So we'll leave it at that, because that one's a little too fresh. So I won't spoil anything. But 'twas very good. I need to just message Marcy, because I know that she was watching it too. Let's be like, oh my gosh, I finished it. So Alex, when you do watch it or you're able to watch it, feel free to message me your thoughts. Because I also, like, I don't know, I'm so busy. I don't really go like and hang out with like mom friends anymore. And like none of my siblings watch it. And Steve tolerates me when I explain it. So I need more people to discuss it with. All right, we're gonna use Autumn Red now. Let's see. I'm trying to think. We might actually, let's bring in a bit of Burnt Rose, because, I mean, it's turning out more orange, which could work, but I imagined it a bit more red. So Burnt Rose, there we go. That's got a bit more red on it. So yeah, lots of TV show stuff that I finally got caught up on. It's about not working in the office anymore. We always used to chat about TV programs we'd watched the night before and discuss, right? It's just not, I don't know. I don't, look at how this, can see it. Look at how this pencil, maybe? There you go. Are we gonna get focus? Focus. There we go. Look at how that pencil sharpened. Like, it's got a hook nose or a beak. That is so funny. Like to read the book first, so I paused Outlander because Angela and Shannon got me. Fair. That's fair. The Outlander books are not done yet. They're not done yet. But the last season, the most recent book for Outlander is Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. And they referenced a lot of that work in the final season. So I was able to understand it a bit more because I had read the book. Granted, it's been a while since I read it. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. But I did read it, and they do tie it in. So yes, I am totally down with you. Yeah, going through the books first because I feel like you'll understand a lot more too. And seeing the first 3 seasons. Okay. Then yes, I will withhold. No spoilers. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't feel like I'm missing much. I think it's because I've just become a bit of a homebody. And honestly, like I've always got projects to work on and whatever else. So I don't know. I did go with a friend to like a fiber arts night kind of thing. And it was all right. It was all right. But I'm definitely becoming more of an introvert. 100%. Okay. Let's use some Ash Rose actually. Okay. So I want to get a little bit of that deeper color. But you know, it's all been a good kind of busy. One of those days where you go to bed and you're like, I feel like I legitimately accomplished a lot today. You know, like pleased with your progress. And I've been filming a ton of the, the Can I Finish This Book episodes. So yeah, it's been very, very productive summer so far. All right, we're going to bring in Real Home. We're going to go a little bit darker now, like a little bit heavier. We could also bring in some Ruby Earth. I'm trying to not make it look brown, but I mean, they're muted colors, so it's going to be a bit darker. Let's see, Venetian Red, Terracotta. No, we want Ruby Earth. Do I have that out already? Woodland. Oh, I do. Ruby Earth. I had it out already. Here we go. But yeah, the download for this month was that little 60s TV fairy house. Okay, so Ruby Earth. Press a little bit harder, so that's why that snapped. But there's always new stuff on the horizon. So it's just been, yeah, good busy. The kids have got stuff. Little Emily, we were talking about extracurriculars. They first started talking about planning, you know, we're really early, but like at one of the school things, they were talking about, you know, kids planning ahead for, you know, what colleges they want to go to, because that helps decide, you know, what extracurriculars they do. And she said something, it was today or yesterday, and she was like, could I go to Juilliard? Because we talked about that, because she really enjoys singing and acting and all that. And I was just like, honestly, if you get the grades and do the extracurriculars, we could probably figure out a way to make that work. Until she's like, where is Juilliard? And I'm like, I think it's in New York, but I actually need to check that. And she's like, New York. I'm like, look, by the time you go to college, you're probably going to want to like escape us and go like live on your own in some big city, right? I just left in small victories. I finished another page so you could probably beat me to finish, but I'm getting there because you. Oh, I'm so glad. Get those page small victories done. I've been working on one for a week. Sometimes they take me a while, depending on I haven't moved. Where did I even set it? You guys, I swear there is some sort of, oh, it's under the bento box. There's some sort of void on my desk in which things just disappear. Definitely New York, right? Fame, exactly. It's on sale for $6.20? Really? This one took a while. That one took a while, and this one was a little bit, part of it has to do with that one took a while. It has to do with like how much time I have set aside that I can work on. Hold up. Is it really $6.20? I might need to make a post about that. Small victory. I suppose I could just check my storefront. Holy crap. Okay. I'm gonna put my link in case anyone wants to get it, because holy heck, $6.20 for Small Victories right now. Magical Worlds is $7.20. Wait, is there like a book sale or something? Let me just go to Johanna Basford's author page. Okay, let's see. Rooms of Wonder, $6.88. Rooms of Wonder is $6.88 right now? Okay, we're sorry. We're going to switch over here. I'm looking at Rooms of Wonder is $6.88. Magical World is $7.21. World of Flowers is $7.34. Enchanted Forest, it's not the anniversary edition, but Enchanted Forest is $8.68 right now. Secret Garden is $9.39. What the heck? Okay, I'm opening these up for later, and I will make a post about it because that is insane. I mean, they've been that cheap, right? No, they're like 50% off. Oh, wait. Deal drop, books up to 65% off. So it is a specific sale for book. Oh, goodness me. No, that's fabulous, Alex. Guys, it's a deal on books. Same thing with Kindle books. 80% off our top titles. Oh, why can't they have a sale on audiobooks? I rarely have the time to just sit down and read, but also... Hi, Lucy. Sorry, Alex shared a price, then I looked it up, and it's a friggin' sale! Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Steve. I am not gonna get an ebook. Right, the Kindle ones, yeah. 80% off, check out our top deals. So it's like Kindle Unlimited. Let's see them all. Always need more books, guys. Look, we could be bookworms or alcoholics. I'm just saying. Books are cheaper. Sometimes. And, you know, less detrimental to our health. Oh, no sale on Amazon, Jeremy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. There's a ton of books on Kindle. Like, it's just, you know, the ones that are popping up as recommendations, but like, yeah, $3.99, like a Nicholas Sparks. I've never read his, but like, The Cruel Prince, $3.99. Like, and that's not just Kindle Unlimited, like, okay, it looks, wait, see all results. How many do they have? No, they got a fair amount listed, so I would like go through and see what your preferences are. But holy heck, man. See, exactly. Or both, you know, honestly fair. Allison, I just read that part. Oh, wait, when did this sale start? Great Listens from $4.99. On Audible. Just a little bit of shopping. No, this is a very welcome tangent. This is a good commute. We love books here. We love them. Well, snap. Ooh, get Colleen Hoover's newest best-selling for $2.99 on Kindle. I love you, Steve. Have I told you how pretty you are? No, I have self-control, but that does not mean that I am not going to go look and see what the sales are. Are you kidding me? Because, hello? That's insane. Okay, what was I doing? You know, I think I want to use Heather and see if I can kind of reverse some of this oranginess. Yeah, Heather, let's do a little bit of that. Right? Is it really? I didn't even realize that was coming up. Well, I am always looking for Audible sales, honestly. Like, I listen to it a lot just because I have my headphones. Like, I think friggin' Audible told me, it's like, oh, you've listened to Audible every day for 31 weeks in a row. And it's like, Well, thanks for letting me know, but now I feel like I'd say that I'm feeling unproductive, but I am super productive when I do Audible because I'm just, yeah, listening to stuff. Where the heck did I put the Rioja? I just had it. Yeah, there it is. But I mean, come on. Books for $5? Heck yeah. Oh no, it's noon already. We gotta quit. I mean, we're close, but still. Quickly, gotta go, guys. No, we're gonna go until we finish this little teddy bear. Oh, are my stream tags wrong? Did I not update them? Honestly, that's not surprising. What did I put? I probably have the ones from last stream. Because I tend to reuse info. So what is it? Is it set to like Fantasy World? Oh, there it is. Yup. Okay, hang on. I'm going to fix that real quick because I'll forget about it. Okay, so we're doing Dragonspell. Dragonspell. And we'll do hashtag Joseph Catimbang. You know, we should just do Mythographic. Mythographic. There we go. Okay. Save. All right. Refresh and the tags will be right. I was looking at, I know, right? Hey, woohoo! We're at 67 days in a row on Kindle Unlimited. Honestly? Yeah. It's like, I don't know whether to be proud of it or does it just mean, because the thing of it is when I run out of books to read or whatever else, I'll re-listen to stuff. Like I started listening to, let's see, let's do Ivory Black. I started listening to, oh my gosh, not Wind and Truth, but you know, the first one, the whole series. My brain's not braining, guys. I got distracted by the sale. All right, so we're gonna do black. I want to get some strong contrasts here. My mom called me the other day. She was working on a page in Enchanted Forest, so I quickly, because we had just had a video call on, so I quickly set that up. Ooh, I like that black. We should do more black. I quickly set that up on a little tripod, and so we were giggling because I was giving her a little private coloring lesson because we were working out colors and whatnot. So I colored a few leaves with her. And we chatted a bit. Chatty chat. Lost Ocean and Magical Gnome, those both on sale. Ooh. I'm just saying. Less than 10 bucks. I'm just saying. I am a horrible enabler. I blame Alex. It was her idea. Steve, talk to Alex. Wasn't me. I can't help it. It was a sale. I like a good, I mean, you can't not buy it when it's at that price. Like, what? That's all I'm saying. Think about the money you'd be saving if you got it. All right, we're gonna use Blender, but I'll definitely make a post about the Johanna ones. Okay, so I'm just smoothing it out now. Doesn't really need blending. I just wanted to make sure. If I make a video from a page, right? Yes. Oh, Catherine Colley. Oh, I love that. No, that's exactly it, Allison. And I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. That's how I justify when I get the color cubes because Sarah Renee Clark was kind enough to offer me a affiliate link for it. And because I use the color cube cards with the Small Victory series, I usually make back what I spend on them. So for me, I consider the color cubes like an investment. So they pay for themselves. Okay. I mean, I would have gotten them anyway because I did. It was just she offered me the card after I already had them and was already posting about them. So I was like, oh, okay, sure. Let's try that. All right, let's do. We got his little gummy bear nose. Got some there, it's nice that he includes these spots too if like you're feeling nervous or unfamiliar with how to add your little, you know, shiny gummy highlights here. Shannon, are you streaming today? I need to figure out how to use that rating thing, because then I can just like send the whole audience over to her channel when I'm done. There we go. And again, once we get more colors on here, we may add more to him. Yes? Okay, sweet. Thanks. And again, once this all dries, I may go over some of the highlights a little bit more because I feel like they're a little almost too shiny right now, but once it dries, we can always layer on top of it. But yeah. Well, sorry, we chatted a lot today. I mean, it's been, what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Sleep a wink. It's been 2 weeks since I've chatted with you guys, so we had lots to talk about and chat, and oh my gosh, the shows and Doctor Who and Outlander and All right, everyone, thank you for being here. I'm gonna wrap it up here. It is noon. We'll pick this back up again next week, and yeah, have a great weekend. Have fun. What do we got? We got Juneteenth coming up. Thanks. So everybody, Shannon's gonna go live. So Shanny Blue, right there. Hang on. Exclamation point, lurky. Hold on. It should pop up there. Nope, that's not it. Hang on. There it is. Okay, that's Shannon's link right there. So it's Shannon, also Shannon streams too. So yes, check out her link, and she's gonna be live. And she always does a wide spread. She does productivity, she does crafty, she does coloring, she does all the things. A multi-talented woman. Anyway, go check her out. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Keep being awesome. I'll chat with you.